Okay, I've caught up with Frank Utze here at Flags Speedway on a Friday night. We're not quite under the lights, but we soon will be. Frank, Patriot Motorsports, the crew chief of 07. You had the car in the shop Wednesday night, I believe, and had some changes from the last 2 weeks, and then you had practice earlier. And tell me how all that worked out.
Worked out really well. We had a power steering issue, pump, and the gearbox was changed out since the last race. It was all working fine, but we noticed that the front end was getting kind of silly on Jim, and we took another look at the caster settings and redid those. Of course, you have to recheck your cambers and then your toe afterwards. But also last race, our engine was hitting our rev limiter chip early, and diagnosed it down to the box, put a new box in, it's all squared away, it's good. Got out here to practice. It's 100 degrees out here in Pensacola. The track was 126, 120 something. Car showed it was tight, but as far as the data, Jim says he loves it. It was great, you know, as fast as we could go with the track conditions and our tires. So pretty confident, real confident for the heat race, and see where we start for the feature.
All right, well, good luck to you, and we'll get back to you in a little bit.
Okay.
All right, we're here with Jim Pokrant on a Friday night under the lights of Flags Speedway. Jim is the driver of the 07 Patriot Motorsports Sportsman. And Jim, we got with your crew chief, Frank, earlier about the setup Wednesday night. Been through the scales tonight, had some practice, made some adjustments after a solid 6th place finish 2 weeks ago. You're getting into a heat race here shortly. What do you expect?
Well, we're starting behind Steve Buttrick, who's the points leader. Ought to be pretty good. We got a decent car tonight. Was handling good in practice. We just did a carburetor change and made a little bit of adjustment. I turned the air conditioning on. I put my AC on for the car tonight because it's awfully hot tonight. As you can see, these beautiful lights. Just heater dryer stuff. Anybody can do that, but it works. It does put some air on you and help you cool off a little bit because it's awfully hot tonight. But I look for a good finish in the heat race. Top 2, I would like to get that. That would give us a good start in the feature, and give us a chance to get us a good finish in the feature. I would really enjoy it.
Okay, well, I believe you're still 5th in points through the season, and just tell us how you can evaluate your season through to this point.
Well, it's not been the best one we've ever had, but by far not the worst. We're having fun with it. The car's in good shape. I mean, we're learning. We got some new tools this year to work with on the car, the scales, the turn plates, things like that. And it'll help us with the new car, which hopefully we'll have by the Derby. I'm trying to get the money together to do it. Would love to be able to race, and like I said, our new name, Patriot Motorsports. Would love to paint this car black, hang a new body on it, and have a new car, and we'll see where it goes. I think tonight's going to be a pretty good night. I'm hoping that we get a good finish and can drive the thing on the trailer in one piece without tearing anything up, and it makes things better for us next week.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on you with the camera, and we'll get some clips and talk to you in a little bit.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I've caught up with Jim Pokrant here at the Patriot Motorsports Shop, formerly known as Ambets Racing Motorsports Shop, but is Patriot Motorsports Shop now. Jim, Friday night, had a heat race and a feature. The heat race was an altercation going on there, and ended up finishing 3rd. The strong 4th place finish in the feature after 6th place 2 weeks ago. Now you solidly put yourself in a 5th place in the points for the season. Just tell us how the night went for you.
Well, I mean, it was a lot of fun. We went out in the heat race, like I said, and I tried to pass a certain driver, and I've known him for years, and I like him a lot. But when a guy cuts you off 3 times, you got to kind of let him know you appreciate it. I never got into him. I passed him, and then he dumped me getting into one, and I did a complete 180. We wound up third in the heat race, which I was better than that, but hey, we'll take what we can get. The other driver came down and we had a few words, and we went on the rest of the night and started the feature. We started 6th. I fell back to 8th at the start because I was on the outside, got hung out there, worked my way back to 4th at the finish, and the car was handling good. We got a little bit of something. The motor's not pulling up off the corner, but we're going to fix that. I'm going to get with Frank, and I'm going to get with my motor guy, and we're going to fix this thing because it's handling good. It's getting down in the corner. We fixed our stumble from the week before, and as far as handling wise, it's actually gained a bit. I was really happy with the way the car drove Friday night.
Well, we're past halfway now. We only got maybe 5 or 6 races left. What do you and the Patriot Motorsports team look forward to finishing on a top note with this season?
Well, we'd like to get a win, of course. That would really make our night. If not, we'd like to finish in the top 5 the rest of the season. We'd like to finish top 5 in points. We have since we've been in this class, and it's kind of a challenge to me to make sure that happens as the driver. And we've had a lot of fun, and we really enjoy representing veterans. We enjoy racing, and it's just a lot of fun. And if it wasn't fun, we'd all own bass boats, and you know that as well as I do. Getting out there on that racetrack and trading pain is just where it's at.
Okay, Jim, noticed Friday night you might have had some issues here in the last couple of weeks, and you worked through a couple of things to try to find out what the problem was, and it was ignition or this and that. You're not pulling off the corner. We've heard you talk about that. So what do you plan on going through here in the next week and a half, really, before we get back out on an open practice Thursday night before your next race?
Well, first of all, to address the first stumble we had, it was we have a rev limiter for this GM crate engine, and the rev limiter was messing up. It was causing us to hit the rev chip about 200 RPMs early, which was causing the car to stumble. We put a new rev box in it. It fixed that problem. We think the advanced curve in the distributor is what our problem is, and we're going to work on that, and timing, and a little bit of jet and a carburetor, get a little our fuel mixture ratio better. And like I said, the car's handling good, it's driving in, it's turning good. We just got to get the dang thing to come up off a little better. And I'm only losing a little bit. I mean, it's really amazing how a couple hundredths of a second or a half of a tenth will kill you. And I can outrun. I'm a solid top 5 car every time we unload this thing, and I'm really happy with that. And we want to improve on it, and we're going to work on the motor and make it better. And I think we can, with Frank's help, I think we can get this thing into victory lane before the season's over.
Well, you're 5th in points now for the season, like we said earlier, with just a handful of races to go. What goes through your mind at this stage in the season?
Well, we try not to worry about points too much. I mean, if we were 2nd in points battling Bubba and Steve for the championship, we'd be more concerned with that. I would like a top 5 because that's where we've been the last 5 years we've been in this class, and it's kind of, it's a prestige thing with me, kind of pride kind of thing with me. And we're just going to let the points fall where they may at the end of the season. I think we've got a good enough car that we can maybe get a win, or if not, maybe we can squeak out a couple of podium finishes and finish off the season a strong note and get ready for the Snowball Derby, because that's 2 goals I have in racing. I want a track championship and a Snowball Derby, and dang it, I'm going to get one before I'm done.
Well, we were here earlier, and you said we were welcome anytime, and we appreciate you letting us come by unannounced. And we look forward to seeing a lot of success, and we're going to keep track of you, and good luck the rest of the season.
Well, I sure do appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys for getting us on the internet. It's a big help for sponsors and fans alike. Our fans are looking at it and they're enjoying it. I get compliments all the time about how good these videos are, and I really appreciate it. And support our troops, and keep those young men and women in your thoughts and prayers every night, because they're out there keeping us free.
Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome.